With Digimon Story Time Stranger launching on July 10th or July 9th if you're in Japan, a lot of us just kind of assumed that was all we were getting as far as Digimon Story Time Stranger was going for July. But we were wrong. During the latest Terriermon Assistant lab video, producer Ryosuke Hara came on board to give us a bunch of really interesting information about really cool updates that will be available for every player of Digimon Story Time Stranger on every platform, not just Nintendo Switch. What is up, digital companions? My name is Karn EX and welcome back to another video, and we are almost at the 29th anniversary of Digital Monster, so it feels appropriate that this week producer Ryosuke Hara gave us some information on some updates for Digimon Story Time Stranger. I am anticipating perhaps a Digimon Times on June 26th, might even get announced by the time this video has gone out. If it has, it will be here. But over on Terriermon Assistant Lab, the big piece of news we got was that Terriermon Assistant is being added to the game. Not as part of the new DLC, the large-scale expansion-style DLC coming out next year, but instead in a free update the day of the Switch and Switch 2 launch, so the 9th of July in Japan, the 10th of July in America, Europe, etc. So Hara opened by talking about the poll results they got at Digimon Con for the popularity Digimon that they most want to see in future games. And Terriermon Assistant came 7th in the top 10, which makes sense. So Hara did confirm at Digimon Con that some of these Digimon will be added to the DLC, and we kind of assumed that Terriermon Assistant wouldn't be added until 2027 along with the rest. However, Hara said in recognition of Terriermon Assistant's daily ambassador work and survey campaigns, "I talk about Digimon daily, Hara. Where's my evolution from Nanimon or something?" Just kidding. They showed Terriermon digivolving to Terriermon Assistant. Now, technically, he does clarify at the end it's a mode change. The mode change animation in this game is the same as the Digivolution animation. But yes, Terriermon Assistant is going to be in Digimon Story Time Stranger. Yes, look at Terriermon Assistant in their full finery. Now, this model already was in the game, kind of. And I'm going to let Karn from literally 4 days ago, who was advocating for Terriermon Assistant to be added to the game, take the rest away. Time after time. Terriermon Assistant is already in the game. Technically, it has a model, so really you just have to do like moveset, attributes, etc. for it. Terriermon Assistant said it was emotional, and then Hara said, first and foremost to all the users, aka us, none of this happens without you. And that is so true. This launch of Time Stranger, yes, the game looks really good. Yes, there was a ton of hype behind it, but you guys, and I guess me, but obviously as a part of the community, not me solely, we made this happen by supporting the game and showing other people how cool it is, and then of course the marketing kicked it into overdrive. So I really appreciate Hara connecting with the community here. Then they showed battle footage of Terriermon Assistant and some really cool stuff. Of course, a standard ear punch, but then its special attack is grabbing its badge, making it huge, and throwing it at the opponent. Then the badge returns and Terriermon Assistant gives a thumbs up to the camera with its hand and its ear. A nice little alteration on the fact that Terriermon, in its win animation, either throws out rock, paper, or scissors, which I think is really fun too. This attack is called DIGI-RIDE, as in big, giant Bajigu. A non-elemental attack with 30 power, and a 100% chance to inflict a stat debuff on the target. Then some comments from the dev team saying they wanted it to be a playable feature with flair, cuteness, and humor, which I think they absolutely nailed. But then Hara actually gave us a peek into the design process of DIGI-RIDE, the attack for Terriermon Assistant. They first tried a sideways throw version, which I think would have been kind of cool, discus DIGI-RIDE, a spin throw, which is meant to more evoke the Terrier Tornado of the normal Terriermon, and then also when they throw the badge, a actual Terrier Tornado coming out, which I think is fun. They even had a version that instead the badge landed and then a bomb flew out from past the camera, seemingly coming from the hat of Agumon Expert. Oh, I'd love to see Agumon Expert in this game too, please, Hara. The idea being that a badge wouldn't explode, but maybe Agumon Expert could throw a bomb at the badge and make it all explode. But ultimately, of course, it ended up being the animation we see initially, and I think it looks just great. But Hara wasn't done there. He then revealed that Terriermon Assistant is part of DIGI-RIDE. Kind of. Yes, you can put Terriermon Assistant on your shoulder and walk around the digital world with them, but unfortunately the walking speed is on par with that of Bancho Leomon, which if you played the game, you'll know is very slow. But you know, you're going for a scenic walk with Terriermon Assistant. You're taking them for a nice stroll. You're not trying to run around and throw them off your shoulder. Still great idea. They should do this with more small Digimon, I think. Hara even suggested they should call it Human Ride instead of DIGI-RIDE. But once all the Terriermon Assistant information was done, all the fun was had, there was still more more information here. Of course, reiterating that the Switch and Switch 2 versions launch on July 9th in Japan and July 10th everywhere else, but a free update will be launched that day on every platform, PS5, Xbox, and Steam, with Terriermon Assistant completely for free. It's not part of DLC, it doesn't cost anything, it's a thank you to the fans. Plus, as many assumed, the graphics options for PS5 and Xbox Series X, which add either a 4K 30 or a 1080 60 mode to the game, will be launching alongside the Switch and Switch 2 version release. And a big one that I have been wanting for so long, so many fans have been wanting for so long, would be great for thumbnails. They are launching a photo mode to this game. The fandom is about to pop off again on July 10th. I cannot wait. I'm going to do a stream just covering all the new updates, playing as Terriermon Assistant, etc. I might even do it on the Switch 2 version if I get a code or something from Bandai. But Hara said there will also be various other improvements which are going to be revealed via social media at a later date. Now, if that has already been announced by the time I'm putting this video out, Future can't take it away. But if not, I'm thinking it's more going to be little things, you know, maybe some new t-shirts, but also just fixes, bug patches, maybe streamlining some things. I'm really excited to see this. I've not really had a Digimon game come out and then get this kind of like follow-up quality of life stuff in the same degree as we're seeing for Time Stranger. My big hope is we're going to get more DIGI-RIDE added to the game in one of these updates, but that might be a little bit ambitious. It might be something more for the DLC. Future Karn here. This section was originally about me wishing that they would add an option to check Digivolution conditions in the Digifarm, and the social media for Digimon games confirmed that they are. Finally, months after the game came out, we can finally check the evolution conditions, the Digivolution conditions of our Digimon in the Digifarm. It is possible. Oh, I'm so excited. This is so good. This update is amazing. Thank you, Bandai. The other thing I would really like to see is a fix to nicknaming so that simple things like BS don't trigger the inappropriate word filter, like in the word subscribe or absolutely. I actually did a whole video about this on things I'd like to see them fix in Time Stranger via an update or a DLC. So if you want to see more of my thoughts on what could be in these improvements, check out the video in the card on screen right now. And as Terriermon Assistant says, July 10th isn't just for Switch players, and that's hugely important. This is such a smart strategy from Bandai and the Digimon Games team. Instead of just releasing it on Switch, it's just a port. They've put in a bunch of effort to make it exciting for everyone. So if you're excited for the Switch version, you get a much more complete version of the game with extra stuff like Terriermon Assistant. But if you've already played through the game, played through all the DLC, you now get to go and check out a cool little mode change for Terriermon and do photo mode, which honestly might be worth a brand new playthrough all in itself. This is so smart. This is one great way to generate hype around the Switch and Switch 2 launch, and I think there might be some more coming too. Very exciting. Like, it's not the biggest update ever, but I think it's a really good sign for this game that we could see regular little updates like this, adding a new Digimon or something, or like photo mode or whatever. And this might be the last one they do until the DLC, but I'm still very excited for it. I'd love to see another like Beat Break promotional thing or a TCG promotional thing in the game. We have got so much more coming up for Digimon. Stay tuned, of course, to my channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like I say, it's the 29th anniversary of Digital Monster next week, and last year, on the 28th anniversary of Digital Monster, they had a Digimon Times, the first Digimon Times, kind of a Digimon Direct, which of course, if that gets announced today or next week or whatever, I will be live streaming, reacting to it. But we've also got Digimon Up, Digimon Elysian, the TCG, Beat Break airing, and much more that I'm going to talk about a little bit more on Sunday. I hope you enjoyed this update video. Thank you to my sovereigns, ZDK14 and Jeremy Babineau over on patreon.com/Karn EX, one of the best ways to support this channel if you've been considering it, and my YouTube channel members here on YouTube, which are also phenomenal. You guys help so much. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time when we go digital. Bye bye. Konbajigu.